Welcome to this second video in the Uncanny Valley series. This episode will be a compilation of highlights from my second day of playthrough. So on the second playthrough I discovered that pretty much it doesn't matter what you do at the start of the game, you always end up in the same situation after you've talked from book and you start your evening's work. Having had a routine day, evening on the job, I discovered you could fall asleep at work. And once again we end at a slightly creepy dream sequence. This time I decided to walk past the exit to see if there was anything to the right, and discovered a captive in a chair. Crucially though, I went the wrong way to explore further, and we didn't manage to escape. Later, having met with Eve and had a conversation with her, I tried to play the arcade game again. This wasn't possible, and I discovered actually that you can only play the arcade game on the first night. Revisiting the fourth floor, I discovered that the safe needed a password and a key. So I investigated the emails further and discovered that David was 40 years old, making his year of birth 1973. In the second dream sequence, I discovered that by continuing to buy alcohol at the bar, you appeared to just pass out and completely missed the rest of that evening's dream sequence. Day 2, I decided I would attempt to escape the facility in the car. Sadly, this day ended up in the same gruesome fate as my first playthrough. Next playthrough, I discovered you could take a choice to bring your own demise. Look out for an upcoming graphical glitch. Oh, 2 Eves. Once again, our actions have only led to our gruesome death. Having taken a look at the trophy achievements for this game, one of them was Random Hero, so there must be a way to save this guy here in this first night dream, so if you simply go to him and use the exit, you can save them. Later that same playthrough I discovered that you could assault Eve. This didn't seem to give any benefits in the game, but it did reveal that she was obviously an android. Which honestly, it kind of worked out anyway from the tapes especially. Also discovered that in the pub dream sequence, you can give money to the tramp and he will tell you that some men are after you, which is pretty obvious really, but it's something else you can do. Incidentally, you can't get back in the bar, which I tried here. Having rescued the stranger in the first dream sequence, he now ends up in the hospital and gives you some useful information. Armed with the information that the cops are potentially part of the problem, I decided to make my escape out of the hospital window. As we entered into day 3, I had some thoughts on the red light coming from next door. Maybe we could break down next door with the fire extinguisher. now had the safe key, and we know the combination is 1973, so when we head back to work we can try and open the safe. We now had both key cards and could access the lower levels. After a bit of exploration, we discovered a recipe for a coolant, which needed alcohol and dry ice. Having found the ingredients around various places in the lower levels, we combined them in this mixer. Rather annoyingly, the mixer was located right next to the vent, and I kept going back through the vent into the tunnel. Okay, we now have a gun. Hopefully we'll be able to deal with that android who's running around.
System unlocked. System unlocked.
Yeah, the characteristic banging of the android. Let's ready our gun. Oh dear, we still seem to have lost that fight. I resurfaced back at home with Eve and I decided to explore a little bit more in this area. So I think I now had a recording of somebody shouting help, 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 but I wasn't sure what this was for. Having barely managed to escape another android attack, I found something new in this room. I thought maybe we could use this AI reconfiguration unit on the android. Having met our demise once again, I decided to try a slightly different strategy and escape at a different timing in the car. I had escaped with Buck, but the newspaper headline said the two were killed in a horrific car accident. Was this a good ending? That concluded my second day of playthroughs. We died a few more times, but we'd discovered some new stuff. My plan now was to check out the trophy list to see if we could get some clues on other ways to finish the game. And that will be the subject of the next episode. See you then.